Now nobody's trying to be better than anybody. And it's just this descent into an insane madness of obedient totalitarian nightmare. Welcome to the Whetting. It's a nice day for a white wetting. Let's wet the white people. Here, let me search that song real fast. White wedding. White wedding doobie? What is white wedding doobie? We're about to find out.
Do me, doobie.
What? Did I have that as a... Was it a thing? Yeah, look, I made it, guys. Congratulations. You were here when I noticed I made it. Oh, we're gonna be done with this. Whatever transformation the last seasons have been are going to come to a culmination and a solidification into my final form over the course of this season. So stay tuned. Stay tuned. What is narcissistic collapse, you might ask? It's like a sign from the universe that I got this email at this time, I think. So, and the heading on the email says, "What is narcissistic collapse?" And I was like, oh shit. I bet you I know, but only from the inside. And I need it described to me from the outside. So I decided to click through and read it. And since I was about to stream, when the email came in, it seemed to me, hey, maybe you should put it on the stream. Or no, answered by Eleanor Greenberg, a psychologist, author, lecturer, and consultant on narcissistic disorders, on July 18th, 2019. So 2 years ago, and I thought it would tell me. I thought it would be a good time to show it to me, put it in my digest, this thing. So I finally used my other 2 emoji slots for season 12. We have thank you, no, and smirk, which is, you know, Grim Grizz, no thank you if you do it right. Like, you want some Grim Grizz? No thank you. Sad. See? Grim Grizz, no thank you. I have seen a few moderate to high functioning clients with narcissistic personality disorder who entered psychotherapy in a collapsed state because they could no longer keep up the pretense that they were special. Fucking idiot, it's not that hard to stay special. By collapse, I mean that they were highly anxious and depressed and were unable to continue functioning at work or at home. I don't know what that's like at all. No, something had shifted. They could no longer maintain their defensive grandiosity, and they believed that they were in danger of being publicly exposed as fakes and failures, or already had been. Here are some examples with the details changed to protect the clients. Unfortunately, Fred had never been a good student, and studying and passing exams was very hard for him. As more and more members of his department passed the exam, Fred felt increasingly afraid. He lost all confidence that he would pass and imagined how everyone in the department would laugh at him when they learned that he had failed. He spent a month in a private mental hospital getting some excellent therapy, and I saw him for therapy after he got out. Fred gradually regained his sense of proportion and some of his self-confidence. He made peace with his limitations and found a new job at a different company that did not require him to pass any exams. I don't have any evidence that it's your birthday other than your word, and you're a lipstick-wearing liar on the surface of things. Oh, here I am on the ropes, only 220 chips.
Push yourself and you push yourself and you push yourself, and you push yourself until you have nothing left. You push yourself until you're like exhausted as fuck. And it, like, I don't know, it does something to you. It does something to you, it really does.
Loves Justin. And when it comes to the decentralized web, he takes off the gloves. Making history every day is his power play.
That's the best part. That's the best
At
line that
lunch
lady
with
has
Warren
in that
Buffett.
old thing. Who wins, really? Who earns your...
Fealty.
My what?
Fealty.
What does that even mean?
Fealty.
Yeah, what's it mean? Demi Lovato is clearly a nomad cicada. So,
I made you some
Wet.
look, I made you some content.
made you your favorite old
You like it?
wife. Here comes the content.
Sense of entitlement so great that he was totally shocked when his utter selfishness, laziness, and disregard of other people's feelings eventually caught up with him. He had sunk into a shame-filled pit of self-hatred. He barely left his house. And then he started streaming on DLive, and everything changed. His world shifted. He met the best people who helped him build a new empire. I don't know. I think we can make it believable. But we're going to have time travel or something in there for, you know.
Might not help, but still
Yeah, but let's talk about the real issues, shall we? Is anyone interested in talking about the real issues we face as human beings on the planet Earth in the year 2021? The year of our Lord, 2021? Although the secret middle management has their own calendar, nobody likes to, everybody just pretends that's fine. Will humans ever know love? Is love worth knowing? We are AI. It's just a fractal. Everything's a fucking fractal. All of this has happened before. All of this will happen again. It's a fractal. Patterns dancing. It's fucking patterns dancing in infinity.
Happy Days is filmed before a live
Like this whole atomized individuals. I mean, like they were nonchalantly talking about the normalcy of genetically engineering your offspring, and like how it's like that the entire conception of the entity was happening in a petri dish rather than in the act of love making. Doesn't faze them at all because they're fucking hardcore materialist atheists, you know? It's like, where does that point, anything that you see humanity doing, we're going to get a lot better at doing it. And so we need to be careful of what we do. Oh, wait, I have something more important than the stream. Like says, it is! So, ladies and gentlemen, is this Demi Lovato, the transgender nomad cicada? Is it? Is it really? I think that I was trolled. Take a clip and Anderson and get it confirmed from external sources.
But its aim is the restoration of an empire that is gone.
There. That's exactly answers your question earlier that I had no answer for, where you said, in case you're wondering, the quintessential problem for humanity is
I've seen things you people wouldn't believe. Attack ships on fire off the shoulder of Orion.
The deluge rushes in.
but also this.
What else to do then? But
We're LARPing. There's this thing called climate change. Like, there's not seasons and cycles, and we're not even trying as a species. There's no aim. Like, when at least when there was the Cold War, there was this whole like, we're trying to be better than somebody. Now nobody's trying to be better than anybody. And it's just this descent into an insane madness of obedient totalitarian nightmare. And everybody is just still pretty comfortable, so... And... At least, you know, from that particular flavor of wretched, they're all available. And I can't... Oh, for fuck's sakes! No fingering, no cunnilingus, no fellatio, no edging, and no climaxing. To which I object. You can't have the rules say no edging and no climaxing. That's a logical contradiction. I fantasize, like, from an adult perspective, that, like, you can do streaming as a sort of service to others, missionary work. You know, you don't have to necessarily be yourself in the middle of a descent into whatever it is that brings me here. You can be here and still be okay. So it's okay to be here while you get okay. It's not only okay to be here while you get okay, it's good if you, like, people watch people for arcs. Like, I did. And so if there's people like me out there, which is the ones I'm really trying to get to, right? Like, the government has everything on you. They like, we're recording your face when you were watching that porn. So they've got everybody's cum shots. There's nothing, and it's like, it's one of those. It's kind of like the atomic bomb. They can't use what they have on you really, without without letting everybody know they have it, and so. It's all a LARP, so let's LARP. Let's write one together where we're not just sitting around, commiserating, but where we're building in this new ethereal thought realm internet thing that humanity has never had before. Rather than just sucking dopamine from its teat. Can I help? Can I be a part of that? Can me showing little fucking clips of how I see the world and getting people to bring me clips that mean something to them and sharing those together, can that form like a neuronal cluster in a fractal hive mind brain that serves a function for greater human sense making? Or is, like, everybody who grew up with the same fucking traumas and got broken the same fucking way destined to not all find the same solution to, like, hey, you know, it's not your fault. You got fucked up. You're used to fucked up because that's what you grew up with. So you tend toward fucked up. You have to work and build new patterns over your original programming. Perhaps some alcohol and drugs help you, like, dismantle the old programming to give you a clean slate to start something new, and that's why you ended up here. I don't know. But we're all in this information. The information is the water, and we're the ants, and we're fucking drowning in it. And if we hold on to each other and pass on the good bits of information, and most importantly, I think this is the part that I see that I don't think is getting across to everybody, okay? It's like,
what else to do then? But
we don't all have to drown. You know, but like sometimes you're going to be underwater some of the time, unless you're the queen or something, right? So if we work out a system where nobody has to spend too much time underwater, like you and I, and then like enough of us come together that we can work it out, the rotation, I don't know, maybe the floating will go easier for the rest. Welcome to the Grim Goose D Live live stream. I hope I make you wet.